Okay, if you hear anything in the background, that's my central heating. It's on right now. It's winter. Welcome to another TBR video. Today we are going to be choosing the books for March. And let's just dive right into it because I am excited. Okay, let's see what the first prompt will give us. This is a tiny one. Ooh, read a romance. A romance. Okay, I do already have one book in my mind, which is Say You'll Remember Me, which is from Abby Jimenez. But let me open my bookcase. This is also a romance. I believe this one is actually a dark romance. I don't know why, but I think that I'm just gonna choose this one because I also want to read this one for a video. It's a dark romance, which I haven't had the best experience with, let's be honest. But her sister was attacked and hospitalized, and now she just wants vengeance, which sounds really good. Her only lead is the elite college hockey team, so I'm guessing she's gonna try to get her way inside of that. She calls it the den of vipers. I'm gonna be thinking that this is quite intense, but I do really want to read this. So for a romance, I'm going to be choosing this one. Number 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what I'm suddenly thinking? What if I'm just gonna put on a little light? Oh! Does this look better? I don't know. We shall see. I just felt like it was super dark for seconds. I mean, it is like 4 p.m, so it is quite dark. Okay, anyway, I have my second prompt here. No way. I have a free pick. Okay. A free pick. Oh, what am I in a mood for? Okay. I think I know. I still really want to read this, and obviously we're in March, it's gonna be spring in a bit, and then maybe I'm not gonna be in the mood to read this later on. So March, it's still chilly, it's still a little bit, I mean, it's getting lighter and lighter outside, but I'm just saying. I think that will be a good time to read this one. So, One Dark Window, she has a illness inside of her head, I believe. There's this dark magic that's infecting the town and she needs to save it, but obviously there's also, like, with this voice inside of her head, this nightmare that's slowly taking over her mind. I don't know, it's a gothic fantasy, so I'm really excited. I've been wanting to read this one for such a long time, but last year I was in a slump, and this year I just haven't picked it up yet. So I think that this is one of my last moments to do that before I'm gonna be thinking like, no, it's summer, this is like totally like dark weather kind of book. Well, we shall see. So free pick, this one, definitely. Third one. Okay, my luck is over. Read a classic. A classic. For a classic, I definitely want to read Little Woman. I got this one for Christmas, so I definitely want to get into this. And this edition is just beautiful, isn't it? I could never love anyone as I love my sisters. And honestly, like, the lettering in this one isn't as bad, so it's definitely not bad. It looks like such an easy to read book. But I do know that not a lot happens in this book, which is why a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of this one. But sometimes I feel like I'm reading for the vibe and not necessarily for the plot. So we're hoping that this is a good vibe. Okay, a classic. Fourth one. Oh, that was 2. Read a book with a red cover. A red cover? Well... Whoops. Norwegian Woods is red, which I do already have on my shelf forever. Do I have anything else that's red? Red Rising? That's red. It's more pinkish. Sometimes it's really confusing because I have books there, I have books here, and I have books on my other shelf. Which maybe I should look at that one for a sec. On that shelf I only have Binding 13, which I do really want to read. These two are definitely like newer books that I bought in the last months. And this one has been here for ages. I think I'm gonna try this one, Norwegian Woods. So he hears the Beatles songs and he recalls his first love, which is now the girlfriend of his best friend. And he's transported back to 20 years ago in his student days. I don't know. I feel like I should read this at some point. So I think I'm gonna try it this month. Interesting. I haven't had a moment that I was like, oh, I should read that. So that makes me a little bit nervous because now I'm like, am I gonna just pick a book not because I want to read it, but because it's on my TBR, or is this a book that's actually going to like intrigue me or not? I'm a little scared. I'm a little skeptical. We shall see. Okay, 2 more. Oh my god, they're all like stuck together. Ooh, read a young adult book. How do I know when things are young adults? That's my question. Is there an easy way to figure that out? I use Fabel as my app for my books, and I just see that this one is actually a young adult. I thought that this was like trauma. Ooh, wait a second. Is it there? No. I really want to read. I don't know if anyone has seen my bookish video, but in that bookish video I made a little mistake in my reading journal. I crossed off a book that I thought I had read, but I read House of Pain and Blood and not House of Salt and Sorrows, and I crossed that one off. So now I feel like I need to read it, and honestly when I was looking at it I was like, I really should. So this is a young adult. So I'm going to be reading this one. That was an easy pick. Sorry. I will get to this, but I made a mistake and I need to fix it. And the only way to fix it is to read it. And I do know that I think I'm gonna like this one. I don't know. But it's like a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. Easy pick. We're gonna be choosing the last book. Well, the last TBR prompt, which is the last book. Read a book that you have been avoiding. That's kind of funny because right now I am making a video of like the books that intimidate me. So I've been avoiding them because I get scared of reading them. So ooh, I know. Yeah. I know. I'm just gonna get it now. Yeah. It's this one. Yeah. I've been avoiding this one. I obviously read the first one and it's honestly, it's a horrible story. Let's be honest. Like, it's horrendous to read. But there is obviously, I believe, Netflix. There is the second one, which is about this one, I believe. And I said like, oh, I need to read this one before I can watch that series. But every time I look at this, I'm just like, oh, that was so difficult to read. Like, first of all, there were two reasons why it was difficult to read. The first one is that the story is absolutely horrific for females. Like, it's not a fun story to read about. It's definitely not like a feeling that I'm like, oh, I'm just like gonna read like a cute little funny romance or a funny fantasy or something like that. Like, this is definitely like something that's like a fear. I feel like this is just, and also, well, maybe it's not that bad in this one actually. But I remember in the first book that the letter type was so tiny that I was like, oh my god, it's taking a lot of effort to just read. But in this one it doesn't look that bad actually. So everything the Handmaid's Tale fans wanted and more. Prepare to hold your breath throughout and to cry real tears at the end. Ooh. Yeah, I just have to read it so I can watch the series and also to just be done with it. As the last one, I'm going to be choosing this one. So I will be reading these 6 books, which is a romance, Beautiful Venom, a fantasy, One Dark Window, a classic, which is Little Woman, a book with a red cover, which is Norwegian Wood, a free pick, which is The House of Salt and Sorrows, and a book I've been avoiding, which is The Testaments. Very different vibes of books this month, to be honest, which actually could be fun. Like, there's a lot to choose from, I feel like. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time.